Hello, my friends. Welcome once again to Faith Walk 101. We're so glad that you could join us. Have you noticed today that it seems like we've got into this habit of blaming others for our problems? It's your fault that I can't do any better with my life. We're blaming other people for the lives that the problems that we have in our lives. You know, regardless of what we do while we're here, one day, everyone will have to give an account for their life to God. You can play that game now and get away with it uh, within this world full of excuses. Because it seems like our world is encouraging people to excuse themselves from being responsible, encouraging people to sin. My friends, in Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7, it says, "Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. Whatever a man sows, he will reap it." In Romans chapter 14 and verse 12, it says, "So then each of us will give an account of himself to God." Make no mistake about it, my friends. That is going to happen. But before we talk about any judgment that will come, let's talk about why we blame others. In Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10, it says, "Satan is the accuser of our brethren." He is also, other names, he's the tempter. He tempts us. He is our enemy. He's the serpent. He is the destroyer. He wants to destroy us. And he's also the devil. So if you are one that blames and criticizes everything, then you're probably being influenced by Satan. Yes, my friends. In Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 2, the Bible reads, "In times past, you walked according to the course of this world." At one time, we all walked according to the prince of the power of the air. We all walked according to the course of this world. We was in this world, and we walked according to the course of this world. But when we came to Christ, he took us out of this world. We're no longer a part of it. We're seated in heavenly places. We no longer walk according to the enemy. We're no longer influenced by the enemy. We're being led by the Spirit. So in times past, we all walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air. That's Satan. And he's saying we all did that. The serpent that now works in the children of disobedience. So those who have not come to Christ, those who do not know Christ, are still being influenced by the enemy. And the enemy is the one who accuses, he tempts, he wants to destroy us. So why do we blame? Well, it resolves the problem very quickly, doesn't it? It resolves it quickly, and it's easy for us. If I blame you for my problems, then that takes care of everything, right? What else do I have to do? It's your fault that I can't find a job. It's your fault that I can't take care of my family. It's your fault I don't go to church. And so now that problem is resolved from my life quickly and easy. But it's not the truth, my friends. People need someone else to be responsible for their life. That's what they want. But that is how the enemy is deceiving us. My friends, we don't want to blame others. One day we will all have to give an account for our lives. You can get a personal blamer if you want, but what we need is to be led by the Spirit of God to open our eyes and allow us to see the things that he wants us to see. Continue to join us on Faith Walk 101. We're going to talk more about why people blame others. And this first one was it resolves the problem quickly. If I just blame others, boom, problem over. And the next one we're going to talk about, it gives us the upper hand. If I can just take the ball and throw it in your court, I can't find a job, it's your problem, then now I'm resolved of it. It gives me the upper hand. But my friends, we don't want to be deceived by the enemy. We are going to be held accountable for our lives, and we want to be responsible adults. You're going to find out, if you already haven't, that responsible people have more peace than people who are irresponsible. It is just the way it is. when we take on the responsibility that God has given us, and because the power is not in us, the power is in the Spirit of God that lives inside of us. Greater is He who is in us, who is in the world. But you notice that people who are irresponsible, who don't want to be responsible for their lives, who always complain, criticize, and accuse, they are the most unhappiest people. And the enemy has deceived them. And what we want is for people to come into this relationship with Jesus Christ and experience the peace that passes all understanding. Continue to join us on Faith Walk 101 as we talk more about these things.